This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Kane is in the building.
Yeah! Alright, the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up? Just remember when you come up, the show goes on. Alright.
Talking Heads with Naughty and MJ is brought to you by Burger King, Easy Car Sales, Fine Threads, John's Department Store, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
Have you ever had the feeling that make you mad? They treat you like a slave, put chains all on your soul and put.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, February 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty and your company along with MJ right up until 6 p.m. And yes, we're going to get him in short order, like in real quick, 30-second time out there, do the housekeeping, and we back at you with, just like I called it weeks ago, not only do I pick pigskin prognostications and NBA prognostications, I do politics now too. Naughty Damas has done it again. Just as I told you on Talking Heads, Rick Fox, Garden Hills, we have the official F&M ratified candidate for Garden Hills, Mr. Rick Fox. We'll talk to him in short order, but like I said, Naughty Damas has done it again.
Something else.
All right, and if you want to chime in and be part of the conversation, here's how.
Here's how you can become a talking head. Brought to you by BTC.
Text lines powered by BTC, 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines open in New Providence, 323-6232, 325-4259, 325-4316. Toll free to anyone in the Family Islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-50. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on for fresh news, smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. MJ, phone lines are ready.
I see that.
Well, let's jump right on in. Rick, what's going on, buddy? How are you? How goes it?
Naughty Damas.
Long time no speak. What's going on?
Yeah, some things since we last met.
Some things, eh? Some things,
some
eh?
things has gone down since we
All
last
right.
met.
Well, you know, glad to have you back, obviously. I appreciate you being here. We know what a busy schedule you have. Last time we spoke about what motivated you to get into politics. Now we got to speak that you're in politics, what's going on in Garden Hills. But just tell us a little bit about the process so far. Because obviously, you know, there will always be haters in the building. But I think I've seen overwhelming support on social media, not only in your constituency, but people jumping up to defend you. And, well, Rick didn't, hold on now. I went to that camp in 2001 when I was 12. And
right. This is what I was hoping would happen, that those that had questions about whether or not I fell from the sky out of nowhere,
Right.
or whether or not I just went off to high school and then got a job in the NBA and did some TV and movies for a while, raised a family, all the while still connected to my dad and my mom and my brothers and sisters and my aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, you name it. Everyone's here, right? So I'm proud to be home for the last 5 years, consistently enough to know that we can be a better country, we can have better lives, affordability, education, healthcare, all the areas that are important to the people and the constituents of Garden Hills that I'm talking to when I'm knocking on doors. Their safety, immigration, you name it. All of these topics are burning topics, and now from a activist or someone on the outside looking in to someone now that's vying for to become a member of parliament to represent a constituency of people. I'm honored and grateful to not only the leader, Michael Pintard, for sticking his hand up and saying, hey, I see value in you, for the party aligning its, for my values and principles to align together with theirs, for us to keep the country and its people ahead of our party even though we believe our party is the one to go forward now and take our country to the next level. It is a joy to be on a team with experience and experts that are in each of these fields that we need to fix and advance. It's nice to know that I'm joining the right team.
That was one thing that was, that stood out from the last ratification process that you were a part of. Not the one in Freeport, the prior one, that you have so many candidates from varied backgrounds. I mean, I saw business people, doctors. Then I tend to see a lot of lawyers step to the front and say, okay, well, we're going to, provide for this. But so many varied professional backgrounds and a world champion at that, to boot.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I think you solve and tackle all the problems we need to solve for. We'll come at it from different perspectives, different vantage points, different experience, levels of experience, different networks. And I think that's how you build a team. You don't need one tool to fix all problems. You need a lot of different tools with a lot of experience to fix these problems. And I think that was wise on the leader's part and to build a team like that.
Tell us what it's been like for you on the ground in Garden Hills. You must have been really excited to get out there, meet the constituents, your fellow Bahamians. What has it been like for you so far?
It's been inspiring. It's been exciting. It's one thing to be nominated. It's another thing to have the people respond to you both positively, but also with their issues and concerns, with inquisitive questions around who are you, what is your heart about, what are you going to do for the constituency of Garden Hills. And for me, my message has been a simple one. First and foremost, this has been a blessed one, foundationally set in this country through the schools we all attended, some of us here, to the Faith Temple, the church environment that brought me up and raised me, my family, the community at large, laid a foundation. Now, Garden Hills is an example of a constituency that's still raising more than just each individual's household. Because as I got into the community and talked to individuals like Mr. Musgrove, who's touching youth in that community through athletics and also through biking and cycling, things that are important to him, I got to meet.
Talking about Barrett. Barrett Musgrove. Yeah, man. Been a cyclist for a long time, man. Shout out to Musgrove, man.
Yeah.
His dad was the legendary Cowboy Musgrove.
100%.
And he was good friends with my grandpa, KM.
Yeah, I upset my team a little bit because I spent probably about 30, 40 minutes with him.
No, man, he's a great conversation.
It was incredible.
Stories galore.
It was incredible to Freeman last night, a police officer, someone that is in the community that is concerned about the safety issues and making sure that our community policing is done and continues to grow. But you talk to a lot of single mothers,
Right.
So I'm getting on the ground and I'm knocking on doors, and I'd be remiss if I didn't shoot out the first person I connected in Pride Estates with, which is Sparky.
Sparky,
I'm sure you
met the mayor.
Sparky. I met one of the mayors. I met Alma also.
Wow.
As well, Alma Portier. But I'm meeting a lot of people. I'm meeting both sides of the fences, PLPs, F&Ms, individuals that care about years coming up and what it can look like for them.
What are some of the major concerns that you're hearing from that particular constituency? Because I know every constituency, they have different concerns and things that they need to get done and fix or want to see. What's it like for Garden Hills?
Well, you're looking at a constituency that has been middle class,
Right.
that are now fighting an affordability challenge that they have not necessarily been faced with. The last 5 years has moved them into a sliding scale where life is hitting and reaching their doorstep in a different manner than it's used to, that they're used to seeing it. I'll give you an example. Just speak to Pride Estates because that's where I've spent the first week, and I'm moving through Boseytown and going through the divisions of Garden Hills 1, 2, 3, and making my way around.
Right.
But I've really hit the ground there hard because it gives me, I feel, and my team a good sense of working together first and foremost. How are we going to serve a constituency area within our constituency? And what I'm finding is the issues range anywhere from lighting to brush next door to someone's home where it feels unsafe as a woman
Rats.
coming home at night. Rats, rodents.
Yeah.
I've seen some of them, met some of them myself. Their issue is that there's too also not enough to eat. Right? Even they're complaining, right?
Wow. Even the rodents came out? Even the rodents are making fans?
They all wanted to talk.
Cost of living affecting everybody.
I've met dogs. Some of them are happy, and some of them not so happy. But at the end of the day, the youth resonate. The concern for our youth in the community resonate. I've met some of them. I've seen some of them playing in the parks. I've seen some of them playing outside of their homes. I've met concerns around just how do I get my house back up into a state roofing wise? How do I get my water turned back on? Right. The challenges of paying these bills for some. I've met some individuals with medical issues, kidney dialysis. I won't name people's personal, health issues with names, but they let you in their homes and you see and get to talk to them and the challenges that they're faced with. Individuals that need back pay, that they have. I mean, that's a big issue across the board the last year, being home and listening to teachers fight for their back pay, officers that deserve raises that aren't getting them. People are frustrated. And that's the overlying theme, right? Now, someone would say, hey, we need more speed bumps. We're coming over the hill and people are driving too fast. You know, people want to cut through to get to Carmichael. We don't want them cutting through. You know, so
it's varied.
It's varied. But what I've told everyone is, when they ask me, what's your plan? And I said, my plan is your plan, because I'm here to represent you. I could make a list, and I have ideas. I have a lot of great ideas around education, around opportunities, scholarships, programs within the community for the kids. I could have a list of all these things. But if they aren't aligned with what's important to the individual, then I'm starting off wrong.
Very wrong.
Very wrong.
Yeah.
I said, my plan is your plan. So you got to tell me what's important to you, right? What are the things that are important to you? And we build that around the community, and we make sure that I'm here to fight. I told them my career, you know this, Nostradamus, Naughty Dramas, Naughty Dramas, you know this. I have been a defender, a facilitator, a leader, and now
you a defender. I'm thinking of the Doug Christie. And his wife too. Don't play around me.
I'm a fighter, man.
And you're doing that for the Lakers. You're doing that for the team.
I'm doing it Team Bahamas, but Team Garden Hills. And so what I hope the constituents are learning is that I am on the ground to serve them first and foremost. And if I can't do that job at a championship level,
that's where
I fail.
Time is before you go with the game plan early. You go through the game plan months before. When you learn the triangle,
you gotta scout.
You all learned that triangle in preseason for months with Phil Jackson before you even hit the court. Because the triangle is nothing easy to learn. It's not an easy offense. But once you master it, game over.
Once you know your teammates, once you understand their strengths and weaknesses, once you understand the strengths
and then you
and
can
weaknesses
start building.
of the community.
Now I can put this one to play here. I can put this one to play here. I need to bring this one off the bench. I need to start this one. And that's what you can do with your team. I think it's a great approach.
Right now, it's we're scouting. We're scouting to understand the opponent, and the opponent is the system and the existing government that is running it, because they're not delivering the results we need for the people of Garden Hills, which I care most about, is getting them to a place where they can look at their leaders and they can look at the country being run the way they hope to see it run. And that's what they're expressing to me. Now, I don't understand how you take a job, you don't suit up and show up on the job consistently, right? Because that's the feedback that I'm getting. Is that
we don't see our MP every 5 years.
I saw him today, though.
Refrain.
I saw him today buying sweets supporting his bet.
Like I tell you, the first time in how long though?
Mr. Sayers, thank you for buying and supporting his bet. And like I say, in a short time, you will go to being one of my favorite lawyers and people outside of politics. But as an MP and as a politician, we are already established you suck. But anyway,
the common refrain is that you see politicians around election time, they get elected, and then you don't see them again until this season when they're coming back saying, hey, vote for me again. And a lot of Bahamians have a problem with that.
They say, don't forget us when we put you in.
Right. And see, this what I want to interject here. In all fairness, disclaimer, your competition in Garden Hills, friend of the show, long time. You know, I mean, I've supported Myron in a lot of endeavors. You know my passion for basketball and growing new sports. However, I had to put on my sportscast hat, call it objectively, write down how I see it. And Mario knows this. I have heard reports in certain pockets, and I'm not saying areas vast, but pockets of Garden Hills are well taken care of.
Oh, yeah.
And others, there is sufferation.
I've met some of the people. I literally have gotten...
And what people fail to realize is that Garden Hills is a wide cross-section of Bahamians. You have hospitality industry workers, you have teachers, you have police officers, defense force officers, you have a lot of youth in the area. And then
government workers.
Correct.
Yeah, it is. You hit it on the head. I have met almost every cross-section of career and family.
Right.
And that's a huge task, I'm sure. But the current member of parliament is from that area. He grew up in that area. Mm-hmm. So I find it interesting that it's been a challenge to stay consistent in your hometown. But I look. I don't like to go backwards. I like to go forward. I'm looking to focus on, if given the opportunity, to be the version the constituents define what they want their member of parliament to be. And I know what they're saying to me now. They want him to be present,
Right.
he or she to be present, and that to me is, plugging in and suiting up and showing up to work.
And the thing about it is, I mean, you're so well known, both locally and internationally. I'm sure those that support you already on the ground are thinking, yes, we want to get Ricky in there because we're going to the next level. We're going to be doing big things. Does that add an extra layer of pressure to you, or are you happy that they're excited about what could happen if you are elected?
I love pressure.
You do?
I love it. I love
Okay.
it. It's my natural place to reside in terms of having the best come out. I think there's certain people that thrive under pressure, and there's others that they say pressure bursts pipes.
Yeah.
I am built for the pressure, and so I guess my team is constantly surprised maybe by the smiles and the excitement that I have, and the inspiration at the end of the day when we canvas and we're out here for hours on end. But it is what I was hoping it would be. The opportunity to actually connect to the people, because that's the work,
Right.
to actually suit up and be that fighter for them, and that's the message I'm carrying, and I want them to have a belief and a trust. And I've told them, look, I get it. I don't expect you to have immediate faith and trust overnight.
Right.
That's something I have to earn. That's something I have to earn with consistency. But if given the opportunity, that's the only thing I know how to do, is to deliver and to win. And when someone was saying to me the other day, you talk about Mario and you have a relationship outside of the political arena, I think we all have those.
Yes.
At the first and foremost, we're Bahamians. We're Bahamians.
At the beginning of the day and at the end of the day.
You take us somewhere out of it together, regardless of whether or not we
That's
be up here
true.
F&M, right?
That is
so,
true.
But when someone said to me, well, you like this person, or you like that person, I said, I love that person, but I also love competing, and I love winning, and I love results.
Right.
And so I love being on the team that's delivering those things.
There you go.
And so I am on that team.
I
now.
also love to win.
I love
Because
to
we
win.
love
I
winning.
love
About
to
that
win.
part.
So I think what I've shared, and I hope will resonate over time with the constituents, is that I come with that level of experience of figuring out the equation that gets us to the win, and doing it in a consistent amount of time and quickly, where we build the right team and we deliver the results they've been calling for and are wondering where they're at.
Well, speaking of your team, I think you've got some really good, solid support as far as on the ground right now.
Yeah.
Correct?
Oh man, I walked into a situation blessed with the opportunity to represent and fight for Garden Hills, and in that came with an executive team of young talent, those that have lived in the community there for years,
And had
that
done some canvassing
that have
already,
done
so
canvassing
got-
already, which was amazing. I have to give some celebratory words to D'Angelo Ferguson, who, in that moment, Garden Hills was already in great hands with he and his team. There's some veterans, some long-standing MCMs and F&M constituents there that have been also serving that community that I've had the pleasure to get to know. A lot of them by phone. I'm looking to sit down with them in their homes in person, because I am feeling a party in that constituency coming together in a way that we've known the F&M to be. All right, when it comes to Garden Hills, one where the country is most important, and the community together is most important, and making sure that they support the leader and the leadership of the country, as well as that individual that they've chosen to vote for and represent. I'm excited that the young is inspired and are fighting to represent the constituency in the country. They're mentoring me. They're mentoring our team, and from Don to Hazel to Kadia, all of our team members are showing up on a nightly basis, and we're in it. We're in it hard to win it. And I got to thank Terrible Trevor. I'll give him his name. I love Terrible Trevor because you can't get this done. This is not a one-person team. This is going to be an effort that we move and serve together as a group, and that'll grow. It's nothing like meeting someone and then they telling you, "Hey, how can I walk with you? Can I come out and walk with you?
Pretty
Can I
good.
come out and join you guys?"
Yeah.
That's
That's
good
pretty
stuff.
good.
Let's get to this call, then we'll get to the break, because we got to obviously get in our first break. So let's get to the call. It's Talking Heads.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nori.
Afternoon.
And of course, MJ.
Hi, good afternoon.
Listen. Guardian Radio is you too would keep you listening to this. Unquilly.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
But I just want to say that congratulations to Mr. Fox, to Rick. Of course, Naughty, you and I, we came back from way back in there, and of course, sports is our thing.
Yeah, man.
And I just want to congratulate him and tell him to keep his head up and stay strong, because he's a real winner. And I'm proud and privileged to know that he came back home and he's doing what he's doing. And of course, yeah, I'm in Fox Hill, so of course, Dr. Fox, brother, I got him.
Yeah.
Dr. Fox.
100% beef, baby.
Lordy, I got him, man. So
I know you got him.
Yeah, I just want Rick to just continue doing what he's doing, man, because it's hard as it is right here at home. And he's doing a great job. He started off the ground. He started hit the ground running.
Right.
He's the ground running. So what I hear he's doing down in Golden Isles, it's magnificent. I'm watching it, and of course,
Thank you so much.
I wasn't no F&M this time around, I can tell you, but when I saw Rick came back and he doing what he's doing this stuff, listen, F&M to the world.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And I know who that voice is too, man. Good to hear from you. Don't be a
Thanks,
stranger.
caller.
And call us on Sunday in the press box. You know better.
All right, we're going to take a break right here. Of course, you're listening to Talking Heads on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM with Naughty MJ and our very special guest, the ratified candidate for the Garden Hills constituency NBA champion. I'm going to keep saying that. I like champions. I like winners. Mr. Rick Fox. We will be right back after this break.
That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up, when times is hard, you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up. Already the show goes on all night, till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they will see the sun?
Hey, Nassau, get ready for the new and bold Barbecue Crispy King at Burger King. 2 100% flame grilled patties, stacked with that irresistible onion crunch you love. Smoky barbecue, salted cheddar, all on a buttery brioche bun. Mmm, crunch, bacon, cheese, flame grilled flavor. Swing by any of Burger King's 6 Nassau locations and taste the new Barbecue Crispy King today. Burger King Nassau, where taste is on fire.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Put more money back in your pocket with the Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan. Why pay more when you can pay less? Reduce your monthly debt payments down to one low, easy payment. Apply for a Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
It's time for the buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John Shoes.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, February 18th edition. Right up until 6 p.m., we have our special guest, the F&M ratified candidate for the Garden Hills constituency, Mr. Rick Fox. We got him for a limited time, so we can make sure that counts. Don't forget, into the 5 o'clock, we'll do some of the headlines and we'll do some sports. But right now, let's get to the phone lines. And Garden Hills, be sure to call in, man. Let us know how you feel. Let us know what you're thinking. Talking Heads.
Yeah, Mr. Talking Heads and Mrs. Talking Heads. What's happening?
Good afternoon. What's going on?
Good. Mr. Fox.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Good to have you back home.
Thank you.
I'm a PLP supporter.
Gotcha.
I support the PLP organization.
Yes.
You are a team player. You said you're a basketball player. You know, every team has a coach. And I think the coach will call the courts. That's how I see this with you and Mario Boleg. I think he'll put up a good run. I think he'll put up a good run. Maybe if you had come in about 2 years early or 3 years early to really hit the ground and do some things. But let me ask you this, on national radio, do you wager? Do you bet?
Do I bet on myself or
Yeah, do
on
you
others?
just bet? That
I
you'll
bet
be
on myself.
successful in anything?
I bet on myself, yes.
Okay. I would like to meet you,
Yes.
and we can sign something where me as a PLP, I believe Mario Boleg would beat you 3-1.
No, don't let me No. Stop. Now, how dare you call my show? And you know what I do.
You know better.
You know I pick the winners. So no. Hold on now, Mr. PLP Garden Hills General. We gonna do the odds. You gonna let me put the odds, the over, the under, the single, the parlay, and me and you that.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness!
Oh, you're gone on that one?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, I think he's gone on that one.
Man. All I do is be one of the best pigskin prognosticators in this country, in the Guardian, and I'm sponsored by the Howling Game on Video. And you can call this show and talk about wager, buddy.
So we know, you have plans for Garden Hills, which incorporates what the actual constituents want, which is actually kind of a refreshing way to do it, because sometimes you do have elected members of parliament that think that, just their way is the right way, and you don't get that communication, and it does leave residents frustrated. So I know you have a feel of what's going on there. What about the country in general, though? What have you been hearing? Because I know you've been to different places around the country. What have you been hearing on the ground from Bahamians?
Well, yeah. So to comment on that gentleman's desire to put a wager,
Mm-hmm.
I would only say that I think Garden Hills already put a bet on somebody and lost that bet. And I think also, I don't think it's light. I don't take light gambling with the Bahamian people's future, especially in Garden Hills now.
There you go.
So I don't want to have a flippant conversation about a bet on who's going to win. Whoever's best for Garden Hills should be the person that they select. They will choose it. And if they choose to go the same way they've been going, maybe I haven't met everyone yet, but based on the feedback that's coming to me, I just hope the gentleman would get a lot better than he's been so far, if that's the case.
All right, go ahead. Sorry,
it's going to go back to the phone lines.
Let's go. But we got a ton of text through, so
we're going to get to the text, we promise, but callers on the line, we're coming to you now. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty, MJ.
Hey, good afternoon.
What's going on?
Hey, Mr. Fox.
How you doing?
I think you need to take that bet. That guy sounds like he's a little old. He sounds like he's still back in the Finland PLP days.
There's some still fighting and remembering
still
the
pimping
glory days.
polyester. That's what he's saying. Still rocking polyester. Huh?
Exactly. The young people can bring you through, sir. Trust me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
sir.
caller.
Appreciate
Good stuff, man.
Have a great day.
All right,
Talking Heads.
Hey, MJ.
Hey.
What's happening?
What's happening?
Hey, Rick Fox.
Yes, sir.
Be outside.
We outside. Yeah.
Hey, listen. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. And remember, if you was on the other side, they'd love you just how much they hate you. So don't be distracted. Keep doing what you're doing. And the BMN people can support you, man. Just be encouraged, my friend.
Thank you very much for those encouraging words.
I told all my PLP friends, man, call your Boston Celtic fans and ask them how it felt when Ricky left the Celtics and went to the Lakers.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, just let you revisit it, all right? Anyhow, good afternoon, Naughty and MJ. Congratulations to Mr. Fox. I need to connect with him concerning speaking at an NGO at my youth NGO's upcoming conference in March. So I'll get you the information on that.
Please do. And since we're doing little notifications, 7 p.m. at S.C. McPherson Junior High, Thursday, tomorrow night. We're having a constituency meeting. So please come out and share your thoughts, ask your questions, and get to meet each of you. Especially those from Garden Hills.
Good afternoon, Naughty and MJ. Great show as usual. Ask your guest how he feels about the fact that some people feel as though he did nothing to give back to the community. I think we've covered all of that. In fact, check out the latest CODIS video. We've covered all of that. Okay? All right. Good afternoon, Naughty and my favorite host, MJ, and to Mr. Fox. The people in Eleuthera are turning today to listen to Rick Fox explain why the PM is lying on his name. He also lied on the leader of the opposition, calling him lazy because he didn't read the Pike Agreement, which was never tabled. I think he's losing his marbles. Ask Rick if he would debate Minister Boleg. I would like to see that.
Would you participate in a debate?
1,000%.
Okay, there you go. We're going to ask all of the candidates that. Hopefully we see this thing happening.
But for
We've
no
been
other
trying
reason,
for a while.
the people, if they want it, they deserve to get it.
Yeah, we've been asking for a while and it just hasn't happened. I would love to see debates.
Ronnie,
love to see it.
This one just texted in, killing myself laughing. I'm thinking of voting. I wasn't going to, but now I'm thinking of voting. Callers be coming to you
They're
right
coming
now.
right now.
Naughty asked Rick, what would he do differently from Mr. Boleg as Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture if the F&M becomes the next administration and he becomes Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture?
That's a great question. You have different ideas about where you'd like to see the country go in terms of youth sport?
I think I'm going to leave that to the leader deciding at a point in time what's best for.
I know the smart candidate not gonna.
No,
not gonna
I know.
Put yourself
I know.
in
I mean,
that.
I have many ideas and thoughts across the board, and it's exciting to have come from a background in sports. To know that the network and the relationships and the contacts I can pick up on my phone and dial. I've shared that with some of the young men and women in the community of Garden Hills already who have aspirations. So I want to make sure we bring some youth sports and culture to Garden Hills first, and then expand those efforts. But I'm a resource. I'm a resource whether I'm the minister of whatever, any department I can support.
Right.
I'm for it.
What has that been like for you? Because I'm sure that there have been a lot of young people that come to you, want to talk to you, because you've accomplished so much, and a lot of us have kids with these big goals and these big dreams. What do you tell young Bahamians that come to you and say, Mr. Fox, I'm thinking about doing this. Tell me what's the way to go. Can I do it? Just for that inspiration.
I've met parents of national basketball team members. That have gotten to get on WhatsApp.
Right.
We're talking about how to support their continued growth in their careers, and that's amazing. I've met young men who have entrepreneurial passions,
right,
whether it be in detailing and car services or IT-related services they want to start. It's exciting to me because I'm an entrepreneur. I've been a businessman. I've had dreams of wanting to start my own business and make my own way in life.
Right.
And individuals that are sharing their passions and dreams, and I get to be a part of helping them facilitate those, and that's exciting.
I saw, we were doing some research, of course we do research for the show. I saw where at one point in time you went down and you spoke with the prisoners, right? And you gave them some words of encouragement and inspiration, recognizing that they'd made mistakes for sure, but that, one of the things we want out of our prisoners is rehabilitation. What was that like for you, speaking with the inmates down there at Fox Hill?
Well, it's a moment to bring a little message of hope. I can't think that being in a situation where you've made a mistake in life and you feel as though maybe you're not forgiven or you can't even forgive yourself, getting a chance to speak to them and share with them that, I grew up less than, 2 miles away from the prison. And I, as a young man, was fortunate to have an opportunity to play basketball.
Right.
And maybe I found a sport at a young age like your son has found, and it laid opportunities at my feet that I took advantage of, and maybe it wasn't for everyone to get those opportunities.
Right.
They took a wrong path and they went down the wrong road, but restart life and get out. And it starts mentally first and foremost. How are they building their minds? What are they thinking about? What are they putting in their minds, even behind bars, so that when they do come out, they're looking to restart their life over again in a more productive, positive manner. So getting a chance to spend time with them. I have family members that have been in prison and had difficult times right there in that same prison that my father and I have gone down to bail out and to get out of jail. They've returned at times sometimes. So it's a tough road, right? I can empathize with that. But I do recall the times my dad drove me by the prison and people back then were being hung. And so that's so that's the range with which I know that prison, right? And it's in Fox Hill where I grew up. And so I want to see those men and women that have made mistakes not look at life as a wasted opportunity now, that they can find their way out again.
It doesn't define them. They have another opportunity.
It doesn't have to define them. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Let's get to these calls. Lines are lit. Talking Heads.
Yeah, good day. How y'all doing?
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Okay, good day, Mr. Fox, as well. Mr. Fox, I know you probably heard this saying in the Bahamas. You can't plant a seed, and some Bahamians talk. You know, the Bahamians are a very, very particular crew when it comes to election and voting. They will tell you, they will smile in your face, they'll tell you, man, you got my support, man, blah, 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 blah. But when it gets behind that ballot, it's almost like a night and day situation. And my question, two things is this. If, let's say, for instance, you were successful in, winning your bid, because I know Mario is very, very popular. I mean, extremely popular in that area. Not PLP, FNM, COI, whatever, popular. And let's say, for instance, the leader of the opposition or the deputy doesn't win their seat, and you become a part of, let's say, for instance...
Cole, I want to...
Well, listen here, the war room got you working hard today, boy.
No, Cole, I can hear you.
With Mario getting you a bucket of KFC and a case of dairy.
No. I can hear you going, but I mean, what you're anticipating, I get that, but that is a deep hypothetical. The lines are lit. Let's get to another caller. Talking heads.
Good afternoon, Naughty and Mary Jane.
Hi,
and
good afternoon.
I'm calling to give a shout out to my neighbor, Rick Fox. And we lived on Johnson Road more years ago now than I care to remember. And I'm really glad to see Rick coming back to the Bahamas after all of his travels and his career everywhere. And
boy, you gone a long way from shooting jump shot in the driveway in Johnson Road, eh?
Yes, sir, he sure has.
With all of Nico and Dino and me and Stevie Aubrey and Chrissy Aubrey and a couple of the rest. Come on now, let's be come a long way, boy.
Marianne.
Yeah, and throwing the basketball back over the hedge.
Oh, what? Yeah. Over the hedge with the tall self.
Yeah, throwing it back over. Thank you so much for that.
Wish you every success, my brother.
Thank you.
Going forward.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's the foundation we're talking about.
Yeah,
man.
and I have bragged. I have bragged extensively. I've told people, listen, I didn't stick one in Rick Fox's face.
You got to jump her up?
He was 14, I was 12. I got around Stevie Aubrey. I chushed it up, nothing but the net. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not telling them where it happened. It just happened. So let me get this one.
We have a lot of texts.
Twice.
Go ahead, texters.
Good evening, all. I'm a former DNA financial member and was not going to vote in this election, but I changed my mind once Rick Fox was ratified for Garden Hills. FNM has my support again since 1997, so I'm back home, Rick.
Thank you for coming back home. That's amazing.
Rick, don't sign nothing with that man. Actually, he's the same man who bet minutes would beat Pinthard hands down, and Pinthard won 3-1. But then maybe I will definitely bet you. I'll take that bet. Okay. I'll take it. I got you right now. Let's go. I live in Garden Hills, and I must be honest, I can feel Rick Fox's heart, and I can tell that he wants what's best for this country and the people. Tell him keep up the good work, and we could be outside with him until Election Day and beyond. More fire, more fire.
More fire.
Mr. Rick Fox for Garden Hills, continue in high spirits, Mr. Fox. All these PLP needs to be gone. Rick, where is your headquarters? You need to come through Hibiscus Bay. You're going to make...
Okay, you correct. What's up?
All right. Let me reread this. Rick, where is your headquarters? You need to come through Hibiscus Bay. So they need to know where your headquarters are.
12 West Soldier Road.
All right, and also Hibiscus Bay wants to see you. Coming
through.
And nobody tell that fool who just called. He don't even live around here. I know everybody who live around here, and he don't live around here. Must be one of your mayors. Good day, Naughty and Mary Jane. Good afternoon, Mr. Fox. I feel Mr. Fox loved by serving our country. This is the best way to retire the petty PLP or the party central circus. Don't worry, Rick. Mario Bowleg will be happy to work with you. We love this change for Garden Hills and the Bahamas. Uncle Rodney would say this is powerful. And Rodney would also say, as a long time FNM, but I will say as a long time PLP. Voted 7 times. I am very concerned about the dissension in the ranks. I am very concerned about the infighting in the party. I'm very concerned about that.
All of that.
All of that.
All right, we have more callers on the line. This is a great time if you live in the Garden Hills constituency. We have the ratified candidate for the Free National Movement here with us today for a short time. If you have any questions about Garden Hills and you want to get it to, your prospective next representative, it'll be a good time to call in. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Hey, MJ.
Hey, good afternoon. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
And good afternoon to my incoming MP.
Oh, hello.
Hi, I have not met you as yet. I'm on Malcolm Road.
Malcolm
I
Road.
don't ask me what the corner name because I recently moved. I've been there for a while, but I'm trying to get my, what is it called? Change of address?
Yes.
Change of address?
Yes.
Yeah, so I will be voting in your constituency in upcoming and would like to see you.
Can I get your name off radio?
Give it to the
And
producer.
your phone number,
Producer.
please?
All right, he's going to put you on.
Thank you so much,
calling in.
caller.
Talking Heads.
Hello.
Hi.
One moment. I can't hardly hear you. One moment.
Turn your radio down, please.
Your radio.
Turn your radio down.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can
we
hear
can
you
hear you.
fine. Turn your radio down. You'll hear us fine. What you got for us today?
I just wanted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I just want to say hi, Mary J. Love you.
Hi, love you too.
And hi to your husband. I just want to say
Afternoon.
to Mr. Fox, congratulations. I really don't know you that well. I met you once, but I am there for you. I wish I was in that constituency to vote for you, but I believe if God be for you, who could be against you? That's what I want to say to you.
I
God
really
bless you.
appreciate that. Thank you for your support. I look forward to meeting you as well.
All right, this one right here. Let me deal with this because. Good afternoon, Naughty. This is the real Laker. First of all, you're not the real Laker because you accepted La Flop in L.A.
We're not gonna go on a
So let me
tangent.
start it.
We're not going
real
off on a
Lakers is
tangent.
me who have witnessed greatness, have witnessed purgatory, and have remained.
You
on
got right
Sunday.
now, purgatory or.
But this is more of an
All right,
important thing.
let's go.
No, we might be weeping right now,
Y'all
but
doing okay?
come the off season and La Flop gone, there will be
Okay.
joy
All
in the
right, all right.
morning.
What's the question?
All right. But Mr. Laker, Mr. Wannabe Real Laker, I got you though. I think this very valid text what you sent. I agree with you on this. Naughty, please let Mr. Fox know my daughter is in university and dreams of helping to uplift the Bahamas. She doesn't want to be a part of the brain drain. She asked me which political mind she can speak or see to speak to that is the same mindset as hers. I told her Rick Fox. Rick Fox is there and he is doing his thing. Can you please provide an email or other contact information that she and other young people can reach you by to get more information on your campaign and the FNM's campaign?
Yes, any text like that, any request from a parent that has a talented young son or daughter that's in the diaspora outside of our country wanting to come home, I am mostly passionate about that. Please share my email, Naughty, with anyone like that.
Give the gentleman your email where he can reach you at. If you
Okay.
want to,
Yeah,
or
no, sure.
text to hit me back and we'll make sure you get it. But if it's
yes.
Yeah, and we'll
if
put
you
it
can
out.
give it,
Yeah,
We'll put it out.
please. I was going to get my personal, hit me on my direct with conversations like that.
Text to hit me back with a contact for you. In fact, I have your contact. I'm going to forward it to Mr. Fox. I'm going to let him call you, and then you could go from there. Because if you put out your personal email, everybody in their mom will be emailing you.
Let me ask you this because the texter kind of hits and we've been talking about for quite a while here in the country, which is that we do have a situation where there's somewhat of a brain drain where people go off. They think that there aren't enough opportunities here at home. They don't come back, and I think we all recognize that we would be so much better, stronger as a country if all of our the little ones that we sent off to university come back and contribute and help to build the country. I think the Prime Minister has talked about it. He wants it to be a brain gain at the lead of the opposition. Mr. Pintard has talked about it. A lot of politicians have talked about it. But what do we do? What do we do differently so that Bahamians that go off to school that feel that there aren't any opportunities here in the country maybe have a second look at coming back home?
Create the opportunities here first. I would fight tooth and nail for that to be the case, for us to have the first opportunity be here, and then build a bridge back home. There has to be an opportunity for young gifted talented individuals that have gone off to school, maybe gotten that first job, built somewhat of a foundation in their lives, and would like to spend, a year, a sabbatical away to come home. We can create programs where they're supported on their return and to build that bridge. Even if they want to come work, say for example, a nurse or a police officer that would want to come, or someone that wants to come and work for 3 months, the summer, and spend their summers working at home. How do you create that program where they're supported in doing that, and they can slowly start to feel what it's like to live at home again, even though they may have been gone for 10 years or 5 years or even 20 years, whatever that number is. They start to slowly work their way back in. Because I will tell you, any Bahamian that comes home and spends 6 months, they never wanted to leave again. And we just have to have the opportunities here, the bountiful amount of opportunities in other areas of expertise that they can stay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I think that's important.
I have a question for you, a must ask.
Yes.
You know corporate called. And the show, as always, regards to MJ, my favorite radio personality
Just
also.
making it
I
up
like
now.
legal way better than
Just
corporate.
making it up now.
I like legal so much better than corporate.
Go ahead. What's the question?
But anyway, this from
What's the
corporate.
question?
The question is, in all objectivity, are you prepared to be an MP in the official opposition should the F&M not win? That could be a long, painful 5 years. Are you up for that?
I think the world looks exactly as you imagine it, and I imagine the F&M and our government and our team that's been put together running this country in probably 60 to 70 days. I will start with that, and I will keep my focus on that. I have signed to serve the Garden Hills constituency as a representative, a nominee. That gives me 2 years. I'm fighting for 5, and the win is on the way. That's how I move through life. The win is on the way.
Here's another from the text line. This texter says, Naughty, I'm in St. Anne's, and I believe that once people can become familiar with Mr. Fox, they will change their minds. This man has a lot to offer this country. This texter says, I'm one of the 60% last time. Not this time. It's RF time, red fire. What do you say to Bahamians that, so the last election we had a low turnout. I think it was around 65%, right? A lot of things have been kind of, it was attributed to a number of factors, including that we were going through the pandemic, so maybe persons didn't want to come out and vote. But traditionally, this country has had very high voter turnout, and that's what we want to see again. There has been some reporting that there may be some apathy amongst voters where they're just like, doesn't matter, we keep trying to do something different, but we still get the same result, no matter which party we vote for. We're always disappointed. What do you say to voters that are on the fence right now that say that they probably will not vote? What do you say to them to get them to, get out there and cast their vote?
Well, I use two analogies for I shared this with a young man yesterday in Pride Estates. I shared with him that in some countries you have military mandatory service.
Right.
Where military mandatory service is at a young age is to prepare you in the event that at some point your country needs to protect itself. Right. We're only 400,000 people, and we're a small island nation looking to be a big island nation. And impact, protect our sovereignty is through our vote. Through our vote, we vote for leadership that will protect our borders, that will fight for immigration to be upheld, that will fight to give us the health care that we need so that we don't have to leave home to find health care, or to fight for the education so that the brain drain doesn't either require the best and brightest to go off or to hit the streets because they didn't work through an education system that held them to a rigorous level and standard that got them the education that they need. I look at that and I say to the young people in this country is what you make of it. And if you don't participate, I'm seeing and noticing now that newly citizened individuals are definitely voting.
Yeah.
And are planning to vote more and are actually now promoting with pride their ability to vote. And some of these people are the same people that are taking the opportunities that you so seek and can't now find. So if you don't participate, you get the world you actually signed up for and participated in. And so you have to participate so that you can have the things that you want. You can get the family, support your family and get the house that you want. These lead to from suiting up and signing up in general in life and participating. And so I hope that not only the young but the old set the example.
I got it.
That's the thing, though. The older Bahamians have been really good about it. It's the younger people that we need to get
Let's
out.
get this text in.
Sure.
And then we'll wrap up right after the news, like 5 minutes, and we're good to go. All right, this one is kind of impressive, though, because it's from our friend Mystery Dolphin, and you know Mystery.
Oh, shout out to you, Mystery.
Shout out to Mystery. Naughty, MJ, good afternoon. Mystery here. I live in Garden Hills. I only see Mr. Boleg when I tune into the parliamentary station. Rick Fox needs to come in our area. He hasn't made there yet, but please get in our area and state his case. I have 5 registered votes in my house. He can have them all. Please give him my number. I am prepared to support him. So
that's another one that we will take as well.
And trust me, that's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
He'll call it down the middle.
Well, he'll see me at his door.
Yeah, and he's been crying for Tua to be traded for or cut for the last 3 years, and it finally came together this season for him. So
I'm a Dolphin fan too. So
he's a Dolphin fan too. So there you go.
We can celebrate.
There you go.
All right, we're going to take a break here for the news. You're listening to Talking Heads on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM with Naughty, MJ, and our very special guest today, Mr. Rick Fox, the ratified candidate. We will be right back.
They make you mad, they treat you like a slave. Put chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through their teeth, hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh. Put my kicks up on they desk, unaffected by they threats. Then get busy on they. See, that's how that shut down made me. That's how my daddy raised me. That glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape, a Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
City of Miami Gardens presents JITG Music Fest. Janae Aiko, Ludacris, Ashanti, Nelly, Glorilla, LMA, Maya, Joe, D-Nice and Friends, featuring WV, Dial Jones, Case, Sunshine Anderson and Kenny Burns, Isley Brothers, El DeBarge, Stephanie Mills, and so many more. March 7th and 8th, Hard Rock Stadium. Tickets and info at jazzinthegarden.thegardens.com.
Crunch boring lunches and enjoy real food at a real good price with KFC's value deals. For $5.95, you can get a famous bowl and drink or a one-piece chicken box. For max value, grab a value box. That's a piece of our iconic chicken, nuggets, cheesy mashed potato, a buttery biscuit, fries, a dessert biscuit, and soda, all for just $9.95. KFC value deals have got the crunch that you're looking for. KFC knows value, and it's finger licking good.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
We are back at you on the Wednesday, February 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty along with MJ and our special guest, the F&M ratified candidate for the Garden Hills constituency, Mr. Rick Fox. We're wrapping up with him. We appreciate your time. I know you're off to another constituency meeting. So, Garden Hills, just be patient. He's on the way.
Yeah.
This texter says, Rick Fox can't see everybody, people. Be rich either. Oh my goodness gracious. This texter says, good afternoon. I'm an F&M as well and a campaign manager. But tell he has to be willing to give out his contact information, like email and phone number, even if you have to change it after the election. Well, no, we don't want you changing it after the election. But do you have like a Facebook page or a place where they could reach you, where they could contact you? Okay, I got you. So phone number, anything you want to give out for, constituents and everybody who wants to reach you.
Yeah, there's a F&M Facebook page for Garden Hills. You can go there and reach out, and we get to you quickly. There'll be a constituency number. I have one that I carry with me.
Yeah.
If I flood it out there right now, it'll probably be flooded with the wrong incoming.
So they can reach you on the Facebook page.
So reach us there,
And then you'll get in contact?
there'll be yes, and 100%. I will be posting through all of my social pages and also the constituency headquarters. Please feel free to come by. And then we'll get a number where people can reach out to as quickly as possible.
Good stuff. So I just want to reiterate, because, the person said, change your number afterwards. But no, that is the thing that Bahamians don't like.
Jerry Wilco.
You get elected, then your number, you don't answer your phone no more. Nobody can see you. Nobody. Yeah. Are you committing to the residents, the constituents of Garden Hills, that if you're elected as their representative, not for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 3 years, not for, but for the 5 years that you are likely in office, are you committing to them now that you will be visible, that you will be up to them for the whole term?
Yes, transparent and accountable. I don't know any other way. That's the only way you do things.
Good stuff. But that's, I think, what Bahamians are looking for more than anything right now, a little bit of transparency and accountability. And I think you're a breath of fresh air in that department when it comes to it, because it's been a little stagnant in that area for a little while around here.
Can I tell you a quick story on the way out here? I was coming from Miami the other day to get on the ground and canvas on the weekend. I went to a meeting on Friday night, and I took Bahamas Air, 10 a.m. flight.
Good.
We were supposed to be on the ground at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Start canvassing. I'm sitting, delayed 4 hours flight.
Oh.
I'm pissed off, right? I'm upset because it's going to delay. I got team waiting on the ground to get out and start knocking on doors.
Right.
And I changed the flight, got on a different flight, landed on the ground by about 3:30, got there about 4. I got out of my car, and the team was waiting. And my buddy now, guy named Peanut, he came at me like Kobe would have came at me.
What?
He came at me like Shaq would have came at me. And he says, let me ask you a question, man. You ever been late to a Laker game?
Ooh.
That's what you need on your team.
I said, boy, I love this dude right here.
There you go.
I want this dude right next to me. I said, and someone tried to calm him down, right, because he didn't know I was flying in, right? And I said, no. He is 100% right. He said, you don't do things unless you're doing it like this. You hold each other accountable. You call each other out. And I put my arm around him. I said, bro, you are absolutely right. But everyone got to see that, which meant if he could hold me, the MP, accountable, then everyone could hold me accountable.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I love that, right? Now, I told him I never had to go to a Laker game by Bahamas Air.
Oh, look.
Right. But we got to fix that. Because on Valentine's Day, we had a plane full of people looking to come to the Bahamas and celebrate Valentine's Day.
Delayed?
The entire day.
Oh, that's a rough one. That is a rough one.
All right.
So,
real quick, I got 2 texts that came through, and I know you got to. Naughty, please ask Mr. Fox. I live in Garden Hills. I'm a basketball aficionado. Will we see the Diesel on the campaign trail?
Yes. According to the Diesel,
the
he
big
is on
the big correctamundo. The big Aristotle.
Interesting.
Yeah, you will see the Diesel.
If the Diesel is available, I'm going to ask you. I got to make sure I get my flick. I knee-high the Shaq for sure.
I want your son to meet him too.
No, definitely, man. And we appreciate that. And last thing before you go, I think what we've gotten and garnered the most from the text and the calls we got, people, you're a breath of fresh air. Be that breath of fresh air to others, inspire other politicians to like follow suit and keep the FNM on that path.
Yeah.
Continue to remind them transparency, accountability, because that's what we're lacking right now.
Country People Party. Transparency, accountability, and results.
There you go.
Suit up, show up, be on the job. Don't take the job unless you're going to do it.
Keep your hands up on defense, box out. Slide your feet. Dive for loose balls.
We can go on all day. Thank you so much, Rick. We're not going to
the
let
you... Do you love basketball?
We're not going to let
the country. Do you love
the country?
You love garden hills.
Yes, I love
garden hills.
I love what Charlotte doing, but I love garden hills too.
I'm ready to dive on the floor for garden hills.
There you go.
Get that loose ball.
Oh, Lord. We're not going to let
Box
you...
out the Wilden.
Full court press.
Moral stories, you can't be late. So we're going to let you go now. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
We'll talk to you soon, Rick. Good
Yes,
stuff.
thank you so much.
Safe travels and do well in Garden Hills.
Thank you.
That wanna be there, none for the trying to hold him back. 5 in the air for the teacher not scared to tell those kids that's living in the ghetto that the holding back that the world is theirs. Yeah, the world is yours. I was once that little boy, terrified of the world. Now I'm on a world tour. I will give up everything, even start a world war for these ghetto girls and boys. I'm rapping around the world for Africa to New York, Haiti then I detour, Oakland out to Auckland, Gaza Strip to Detroit. Say hip hop only destroy. Tell them look at me, boy.
Forget them flower, forget them check. You know it's Tommy, get the respect. Grease on your lip, that's how I know. You is my person, that ain't no secret. You share wing, I might keep it. Love buckets.
8 tasty pieces of chicken, thighs and legs for just $20. Add a large side for $5. This February, love deserves a bucket. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
For over half a century, Hongxi has been reserved only for heads of state and world leaders. It wasn't just a car, it was a privilege. Easy Car Sales is proud to bring that distinguished heritage to the Bahamas. A new era in luxury electric, rooted in absolute prestige. It's for the few who demand freedom from the gas pump and first-class craftsmanship. Visit Easy Car Loyalty.
Craving something bold, fresh, and unforgettable? Tropical Gyros is your flavor-packed escape. A Carib-Greek fusion born right here in Nassau. From juicy grilled salmon, chicken, and pork gyros to loaded bowls, fresh salads, wings, and more. There's something for every craving. Find Tropical Gyros at any of their locations, JFK Plaza, Rosetta Street, Port Lucaya Freeport, or their franchise spots on Prince Charles Drive, Soldier Road West, Delaport, and Carmichael Road. Tropical Gyros, not just good food, it's an experience.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty and Mary Jane. Only on Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
The show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on all right. Already the show goes on all night till the morning. We dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come up. The show goes on.
Have you ever had the feeling that you was being had? Don't that make you mad? They treat you like a slave, put chains all on your soul and put whips up on your back. They be lying through their teeth, hope you slip up off your path. I don't switch up, I just laugh, put my kicks up on their desk, unaffected by their threats. Then get busy on their see that's that glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up, when times is hard you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So even if they ban us, they'll never slow my plans up.
We're back at you on the Wednesday, February 18th edition of Talking Heads. Your boy Naughty along with MJ and your company right up until 6 p.m. We're going to talk some headlines. And, of course, we're going to get into sports. A little FYI for you, because I like to get you, keep you in the know and get you where you want to go. One night only, February 24th at 7 p.m. at Karna. Legendary butcher Dario Cecchini will be on island at Karna in person for an indulgent $300 per person tasting menu featuring West Holmes nature-led Australian Wagyu. This is a true VIP dining moment. Limited seats reserved now. All right? That culinary festival is going to be off the chain.
That sounds delicious.
Yes, man. I mean, listen, Cecchini ain't no slouch now.
And I
He
think
can chef it up.
I think you would really like Carna because it has the Iberico. I'm pretty sure they have that Iberico ham.
They got the Iberico ham down there?
Pretty sure.
Chucha from
I'm gonna double check the menu, but I'm pretty sure they have
bueno.
a lot of great meats down there at
qué
Carna.
bueno, qué
So
bueno,
that should be a lot of fun. When's it going down?
It's going down of
February 24th.
February 24th.
7
7 p.m.
I like that. Early.
You want to go?
Thinking about it.
Let's do this.
Sounds like it will be fun.
And February 24th, what day is that? Please be a Thursday.
Why?
Pearly got us.
Okay. I got you.
Because if it 8 o'clock, front of the line,
Yeah.
plate in hand, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, but MJ, we had a couple of texts, and I need to borrow your brilliance. I need to borrow your beautiful intellectual mind. Several texts have called and
Facetious.
said, "Can you?" I'm being dead serious.
Go ahead.
You almost made me say that. Anyway, please explain the situation as best you can for some of our texters about the BPL deal. The PM saying this, and the minister saying that. Because the big headline in The Guardian, PM wrongly claims BPL deal public.
Well, I think I did hear the Minister of Energy, Mrs. Kobe Davis, speak on this morning on Morning Blend with Dwight Strawn, and she cleared it up that part, the full deal has not been tabled. I think maybe some ancillary deals have been tabled. Maybe that's where the confusion came in with the Prime Minister. But you know what? I don't think people would be carrying the Prime Minister so hard if he didn't so boldly say, "We too lazy," to ask the right questions or to go look up something that does not exist. So I think that's where he went wrong. Now, was it a misspeak? Was he, thinking they were talking about something else? I have absolutely no idea. But I think, it's right for people to call out the fact that the full deal has not been tabled, and we really need to have that tabled.
You think the PM is a little tired now after all the traveling 4.5 years in?
But
not with all of the results that they claim that they're going to get. I mean, you got a food program, you got a breakfast program. I applaud you on that, but there's still a lot of promises and upcoming.
Going to get a chance to rest. Today is Ash Wednesday. Happy, Ash Wednesday. Beginning of Lent. We know that the Progressive Liberal Party is going to suspend campaigning for the entirety of Lent. So if the campaigning has gotten the PM a little bit tired, then, he's going to have a bit of a break. Of course, there's still a job of running a country to do. And it would be good if when he spoke on these things, especially when he throws in little jobs like y'all too lazy, which is crazy, right?
But a little crotchety.
Imagine, he's a little bit grumpy. Y'all too lazy. Y'all need to go read it. It's not there to read. But it would be good. And this is why they should be tabling these deals right away. How long have we waited for this deal to be tabled? So long. Even he forgot that he hasn't tabled it yet. We need to do better.
Let me see if I can do my Philip impersonation to that answer to that question.
Oh, stop it. We have a caller on the line.
How you want me to respond to that?
Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads.
Blessed good evening.
Hi, how are you?
What's happening?
No.
Don't encourage him.
You good, caller? What's happening?
Hey, Naughty.
What's going on?
Sparky.
Oh, Jesus.
Sparky.
All right, Sparky, what's happening?
No. I remember, Naughty. Let's go talk old story. I remember me and you and Brave was down by the stadium.
By the Bahama Bowl. Yes, by the Bahama Bowl. And I was doing a remote for Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I had on a red Kentucky Fried Chicken shirt.
Naughty, hold on. You always cut me off, give me 30 seconds and thing nowadays.
All right, tell your story, Sparky.
40. Go ahead, Sparky.
But you always let Seattle them talk for hours.
Go, Sparky, before I ban you again. Hurry up.
Naughty, I remember that day. Me, you, and Brave were sitting there watching
the Bahama Bowl.
Going on in the stadium.
The Bahama Bowl.
And they was asking Brave that he was not the Prime Minister there. And me and you was asking him questions. He was telling us he could do this, he could do that, he could do that, he could do everything. And then here comes Minnis, and Sparky went viral on Minnis.
You ain't the only one.
No, but Sparky went viral. Remember, around that time, Naughty, we couldn't have no campaign on.
Correct.
The hurricane just gone. Then the pandemic came. Then they inject us with these damn virus things, and we don't even know what they inject us in with the booster and everything. And then the Bahamas went crazy.
And now, 4.5 years later, the Bahamas still crazy.
Oh, my.
No, BJ. We don't even know. You even ask your doctor, what did they put in the arm?
I know, but I know what you put into your belly, and it sounds like you've been on a couple of brown bottles, man. But good stuff, Sparky.
Have a great afternoon,
And for
Sparky.
clarity, yes, it was the Bahama Bowl, and it had to be in 2018
before the
or
pandemic,
2019,
for sure, right?
before
Yeah,
the
we wouldn't be
pandemic.
having a Bahama Bowl in the pandemic.
Correct.
Mm-mm.
So Mr. Davis was there. He was watching the game. I was broadcasting. I talked to him. Great conversation. I will go on record and say, when it comes to talking sports, man, if I got a sports group, Brave could be a nut. If I got a Sunday breakfast bunch and we talking sports, Philip could be a nut. I have no problem with that. Now, that's a sports group. Politically, we don't see eye to eye all the time. But that doesn't mean I don't respect him for what he brings to the table. Learned man at the end of the day still. Vast knowledge of sports. And that's where we keep it. And I think we have a good enough friendship. I think after all these years that he knows I call it how I see it, just like a typical sports broadcaster. And we still have a good relationship. So always good to see him at Don't Blink. I got pictures of that too before you all freak yourself out. Like I say, personally, sports-wise, Philip's all right with me. I just got a problem how we run the country. It is what it is.
This
Just like I got a problem with Jerry Jones, how he run the college.
The BPL, though, I think it does highlight one of, for sure, the Achilles of this administration, which is complete lack of transparency. And I think that's a fair criticism. They've been hearing it so long, and I'm just so surprised that there hasn't been the proper adjustments. They don't even talk about FOIA anymore.
Nope.
You know, they don't even talk about the procurement law that they adjusted but still do not adhere to.
Correct.
So many things that Bahamians once considered low-hanging fruit now seems like out of reach for this administration, and I don't know how they put themselves in this position. But yeah, him speaking out, talking about, we already tabled it, you guys are too lazy, and the fact of the matter is that did not happen. That didn't happen.
It didn't happen. A lot of people disappointed. I mean, if you look at the Texas, Naughty and MJ, good afternoon. I just want to say that the Bahamian people just want the PLP government to ring the bell and get out of office. The PM is getting like Joe Biden and losing his memory. I think his age has caught up with him. By the way, Naughty, Rick Fox, the new Minister of Sports, should be great for sports tourism if they win.
The Prime Minister is only 74, 75. And I say only, and I know that there are some people out there like rolling their eyes and sucking at you like, only MJ, really only? But yeah, I think Mr. Biden was much older than that. And not makes a big difference. But if you want to avoid people speculating about, senior moments and mental capacity and all that kind of stuff, you got to be precise. You got to be on the ball. Don't forget, it was just a few months back where there was this really big debate about a Guardian editorial about the surplus. Come to find out, the Prime Minister wasn't following the conversation properly or not being advised by his people properly or not reading the actual editorial. And then he kind of went ham on the Guardian editor as well and was completely wrong in that situation too. True. So I don't know if he's going to correct this, take it back, or say, I thought it was this. Explain why you keep missing when it comes to giving people, the Bahamian people, information.
You got to wait 40 days and 40 nights now because they're not going to campaign.
Well,
and obviously, obviously, we don't want that to go over anybody's head. I mean, let's be honest. 40 days is a long time. And I know we were dealing with Rick, but that's why I said we're going to deal with the headlines in the 5 o'clock a little bit.
They can't campaign. Now, I was listening this morning, like I said, to Morning Blend. This is Ash Wednesday, right? This is when the campaign was supposed to stop. And for the most part, I think the minister stuck to the questions that were being asked, speaking in her capacity as the Minister of Energy. But I did hear what I would consider a little bit of campaigning at the end. Yeah. I did hear a little bit of campaigning. So we're going to what did the Tribune editorial say? Let's keep your eye on the PLP because they've made a promise. And if there's ever a time where you really need to stick to your promise, Because you went out there. You said nothing public. You don't come knocking on my door. I don't expect to see you because you said nothing public. And if you come into my door, that's public. The Prime Minister says it'll only have private meetings. So basically, it should be mum's the word when it comes to campaigning from the Progressive Liberal Party for the next 40 days. They have said that they will honor this season and be
but here's the question.
off the campaign
trail.
trail.
It's the double-edged sword. Are they shutting down rallies?
Rallies cannot happen based on what the Prime Minister said. I don't care how you try to spin that.
But hold
That's
on.
a public event.
Question. Hear me out.
Sure.
Help me. Because
I don't know what they're going to do.
I'm trying to figure out Philip speak. If you're shutting down the rallies.
The Prime Minister, go ahead.
Does this mean no door-to-door or just no rallies?
Listen to me.
Because, like I said, there's the loophole there.
No
rallies means no rallies.
Rallies are definitely out of the question. If you're having rallies during this season where you said there would be no campaigning, that isn't even a gray issue. That's a clear black and white violation of what you said you were going to do during this Lenten season. Now, the door-to-door, that was one that I read the Tribune, some editorial, it may not be today, maybe it was yesterday, where they're like, well, watch out if they come into your door, because they didn't say no more public, no public events, and that would be considered kind of like coming to your door. So that is also a question. If you're saying you're not campaigning, and you come into my door, what you come into my door for? Campaigning. So that too, to me, is not even a gray area. That is black and white. I don't expect to see the candidates on the streets. Now, will we strategically see some ministers out there explaining their ministries and maybe trying to highlight some of their accomplishments? I kind of could see that, because that's going to be, the loophole to get your voice out there.
How many can stand on their record and really campaign?
There will only be a few because, answering questions. So they don't want to be on the hot seat just for the sake of it. But as for the newer candidates, and this kind of handicaps them as well, I don't expect to see them not in public events, not at rallies, not knocking on people's doors. It is the Lenten season. You say you're not campaigning. You put it out there. It's fresh in our minds. You got to stick to your word.
And listen, when Lent is over, I don't want to see government workers in government cars in anybody's paraphernalia. But most importantly, the government of the day.
Nobody. I mean, either party, not in the government vehicles. Come on now.
Yep.
That should not be happening.
And then, here's a good texter. Here's a good question from a texter.
Sure.
Naughty and MJ, what if they try a rally in disguise as a candlelight service or a prayer vigil?
Let's try what?
Wow.
No, man.
Wow. Hold on.
Hey, so when they get on stage, what they doing? Bible verses? I would love to see that.
Hold on. In the words of Dave Chappelle. In the words of the hater character, what do you mean, texter?
No.
That this administration would be so underhanded and diabolical that they would hide campaigning under a prayer vigil and candles?
People wondered whether it made sense to launch on Monday and then come to a complete stop starting today in terms of camp. I guess there was some strategy or is some strategy behind it. I can't quite see it yet, but no. They said they're going to respect the Lenten season. I don't expect to see any campaigning of any kind.
Naughty and MJ, the PM did not misspeak. This is just another episode in a long list of, I told the financial secretary to.
Trying to say it's intentional? Oh boy. Is it saying like he said that intentionally?
Let's get this other text.
Ay.
Okay, wow, this is a long text. 1 second. Good afternoon. The only things I want to be doing at 70 plus is enjoying my wife and whatever time at home I have to have watching my kids live their best lives, not run a country that's for people who are middle-aged and will have to live with the decisions they make for the country.
It's always been a question.
That text was too funny. They might just try to disguise it as a rally, as a prayer vigil.
No.
Oh, listen, I got to send a big shout out, man, to the big Fandusky. Yes, man, Stefano, man. Got to send a shout out, man. Everybody know him as Fano from the zoo. Years Without Fears. Huge Junkanoo icon. Junkanoo legend now. Voted into the Junkanoo Hall of Fame, man. So Fano, from me and MJ, mad congratulations, man.
Good stuff.
And you's my brother from another mother.
Love my Junkanooers.
Zoo dog for life, man. I appreciate you, man. And I say this with the most brotherly love, man. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm so happy for you, man. I can still make fun of that suit you had on, but nonetheless, that was kind of bad in its own right. But lot of color there, boy. You blend right in. FNM, PLP, DNA, COI, LMNP.
That's true. Let me do a shout out as well to the staff, the faculty over there at the International School of Business, Entrepreneurship and Technology. They had an event today in Rawson Square, and it was so well organized, and all of the kids did such a great job.
They did an awesome job.
So shouts out to Miss Thompson, Miss Charlo, Mrs. King. I'm going to forget. I shouldn't have started calling names. Then I'm going to get in trouble. And all of the staff over there at ISBET. They
Coach
did,
Bo.
Coach Bo.
You got Miss Charlo, you got Miss King,
Coach
Miss Thompson,
Sterling,
Coach Sterling,
Miss Hines.
Miss Hines. Miss Bowleg, all of them.
Big
man.
shout out to all of them. You know, they did a good job when I went just to have a little, gander at how well they were doing. There were lots of tourists that were buying stuff from the students there, business schools. So of course, they were learning entrepreneurship. Then I did hear the Member of Parliament for Engliston, Miss Glenna Hannes Martin, make an announcement, which
Friend
is
of the
very
show.
great in Parliament. And then you had a lot of the parliamentarians go across and support the kids.
I will tell you, when you stop and said, let's grab coffee before we pick them up, while you went in for the coffee, I must admit, I ran over and I led some coaching to the young ISBET entrepreneurs. I was like, he's a PLP, he's a PLP,
Stop it.
she's a PLP,
Just stop.
he's a PLP. They get all the
Difference does it
money,
make.
charge them double. And then over here on this side, you can hit up Pinton, you can hit up Shannon, but listen to Adrian White around there, really make him pay 3 and 4. He come off the Eastern Road. So I had to coach them up.
Anyway, congratulations to the students, staff, and faculty over there.
And
at
Mr.
the
Kingsley Smith,
ISBET
West End
School.
and Bimini, I'm going to follow up and see if you bought those chocolate bars from those kids like you promised.
Oh, my.
Or if you let them down like you let West End down. But no.
Oh, my. While the party will not have rallies and branch meetings and such, door-to-door campaign should not be a problem for any party. You guys may be overthinking what was said. No, we're not overthinking. This is why communication is
imperative.
Important. When you come door to door, what you're literally doing is campaigning. If the spirit of it is to not campaign during the Lenten season, then what are you coming to my door for? That's campaigning. The Prime Minister said that they would have private meetings. So the little small meetings, maybe I could see that happening.
Prayer vigil.
Prayer vigil. But no, if you're coming door to door, you're campaigning. If you're holding rallies, you're campaigning. If you're holding town halls, which they don't really like to do, but should do more of it, I would love that. That's campaigning. So it's not about overthinking it. We need clear communication from our leaders so we understand exactly what the game plan is. They saw it fit to launch the campaign and then put it on pause for 40 days. I don't know if that's a decision I would have made, but they have now given their word that that's what they're going to do. So hold them to it. What's so hard about that?
Naughty and MJ, in my opinion, I think the current administration is trying to throw the opposition off, but that will not work.
One of these days, we'll have a situation, and this is another thing that we can elevate on as a country, where we have fixed election dates. I don't see why in 2026 we haven't gotten to that point already. I know we love the Westminster system. We love just, call an election whenever we feel like it. But I do think that fixed election days would be better in terms of not only, getting a proper schedule ready for campaigning, but helping the citizens to understand. I don't even know if to plan, like usually around this time, I start figuring out what is it that I'm going to do for the summer. School closes in, late May, June, but will I have to be here for I don't know. I can't make plans around it because I would want to be here, definitely going to vote if an election is called. So, yeah, it would be good for us to have a situation where it's not just in the mind of one man when exactly it is that we're going to go to the polls. That would be nice.
That would be nice. I don't like one man deciding like the fate of the nation as far as the electorate goes in the election.
The date.
The date. I mean,
we have some, built-in guardrails in the Constitution in terms of how far it can go before it must be called, but to not know, we're in 2026. We know an election has to happen soon. What's so difficult about just saying, okay, guys, here it is. Looked at the calendar, looked at what we want to do, and this is going to be the date. My God, countries around the world, our closest neighbor with 300 million people and half of them voting, they know years out. This is when it's going to be. And it's no debate about it. There's no thinking about it. The date is set in stone, and that is it. I don't know why it's so difficult for us to get to that. And I hope that an administration comes along at some point and we do something about fixing it.
All right. What else we got to run down here? Or could we get into... Oh,
I know
wait a
you wanna
minute.
do it.
Hold on. No, I can go there. I can go there.
You're going to now mix headlines and sports, right?
Headlines,
Let's go.
headlines, and then into sports. But
All
this
right.
one right here, Haitian jail for passport fraud.
Ooh.
Now listen, I want to say, I remember when prior to yesterday, when Mr. Pintard was on the show
Can I see
previously,
that? Thank you.
he made, allegations that there were improprieties with passports and visas. Everybody at the moment was like, no, that's not true. It can't. Well, what do we have here? And not only does the person who had fraudulent documents need to be persecuted, but the person who provided said documents need to be persecuted as well, too. To me, that's like you giving false documents to a person from anywhere in this world that is not a Bahamian, and they having the ability to use that document to change course for Bahamians.
Yeah, voting
That's
is
borderline
voting
treasonous
is
to me.
sacrosanct, but this is, and I think you're kind of hitting on the thing that's so disturbing for a lot of Bahamians. So if you fraudulently obtain a passport, it would look like many other doors fall open very easily. From that fraudulent passport, you're able to get fraudulent NIB smart cards. You're able to get fraudulent voters cards, which is crazy. So I'm seeing a problem in the system. And this is the part where, it becomes kind of really disturbing. That the passport office, because that passport is so strong and because a passport itself does open so many other doors, for sure, we need to fix whatever is happening. And this isn't the only case in the headlines recently. In the passport office, we need some more apps. We need to tighten some things up. And then the vetting process. If you commit fraudulent documents in the first instance, but we are not able to properly vet those documents and then everything else follows after that, we have ourselves a serious problem. And the thing about this story is I think the person traveled here and then it was caught by immigration. Thank God, and shout out to all the immigration officers that are at our borders that are, doing their due diligence. But let's say, the officer was distracted that day or didn't pay close enough attention or the system didn't kick back that, warning that something is wrong with this. Then it continues, it goes on. And like I said, not only do they have a fraudulent passport, now based on that, they go and get other fraudulent documents. And I'm sure we're all really concerned, particularly about the voter's card. The person that was found guilty, 26 years old. You're 26 years old, you have a fraudulent passport, and you go and get our voter's card, and now you want to vote in our elections? Like, what is happening? Obviously, there's a lot more work to do. We're not saying that the whole system has fallen apart, but obviously there are some loopholes there that need to be closed up. NIB, maybe a different layer of verification. And you don't want to duplicate the efforts at every institution, but maybe with the verifications, especially the folks down there at the Parliamentary Registration Department, maybe a bit of autonomy with your vetting as well, because maybe we could catch it before it's at a point where you have a passport, a voter's card, a this, a that, all these other documents, none of which you're supposed to have. But because you have that main key, that master key, the passport, then everything else falls into place. We got problems in the system and we definitely need to fix them.
Naughty and MJ, it's clear that if you can't speak English, you should not have a Bahamian passport.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people
let's get these calls
would
in
agree that it should be rare that
Correct.
you can't. It shouldn't be the rule. It should be a very rare exception. Hey, callers,
We get
Talking
these out
Heads.
of the way and then we get to sports. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty and MJ.
Hey,
what's up?
hey.
Yeah, man, you can't be selling out your breed right now. I mean,
Yeah.
you put all fun to joke aside. When they bring that issue up with the passports they find on the airplane and stuff like that, everybody think, that's a bunch of holocaust.
Right.
That's a political thing and all kinds of things. And now the truth is coming out. So, I mean, it's a serious indictment, man. You can't be selling your breed right out.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can be on the outside looking in. That's my 5 cents.
Thank
Good
you
stuff,
so
man.
much,
Appreciate
caller.
it.
Yeah.
Let's get to the other call. Talking Heads.
Hey, Naughty. Hey, MJ.
Hey.
What's happening?
You're talking about this passport situation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That is one of perhaps, I would hate to call the numbers because we've been hearing about things like this for quite some time. I would think that the systems that we have in place would have already captured
Right.
You know, persons who was not there for a certain period of time, now all of a sudden they appear, and there are red flags tagged to those just to keep watch on what's going on. You know, the sad reality, and I'll close on this, the sad reality is that now we have persons, and I'm going to be straight up. I suspect that many persons will be voting in this election that should not be voting in this election. You know, we understand that the system is not broken, but we just have some very dishonest people within the system that makes the system look like it's broken. And we need to call them to justice because this is high treason.
Yeah.
There's no way you could call it anything else.
No.
Okay?
Yeah,
So
no.
Let's continue to listen and watch, but I'm going to tell you, it makes those persons who are going to be manning the polls in particular, their work is going to be much, much harder because they have to scrutinize every single last person who looks suspicious that's coming in to vote. It makes our job even a lot harder to do. So let's see what happens.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Appreciate
Good stuff,
the call.
Jeff. Always good to hear from Jeff. All right, let's. Pearly zoomed in. Let's slide over.
Pearly.
Pearly
What's
Simo,
happening,
what's going on?
Hey.
I'm here, man. Right here.
I think it's very important that you're here today, Pearly. I want you to get us caught up on Major League Baseball. I got some NBA tidbits toward the end because obviously, you know, the NBA kicks off tomorrow night after the All-Star break. We got to touch on Aiden, but go ahead and lay it down. I know spring training is now officially upon us.
Everybody's in full effect.
How does your Dodgers look? How do your Dodgers look?
We have a couple of issues. We'll have a revolving door on second base until Tommy Edmonds get back sometime by the All-Star break or maybe a little earlier. So the Friedland, Rojas and Ha-Seong Kim, they will platoon. I think Rojas will get, whenever there's a left-hand pitcher, he'll definitely play. Snell is going to be a late start because of the long season, winning back-to-back World Series championships. He pitched a little, so his ramp up is started.
Stop. You know you're not allowed to be that guy until spring training starts. Like when spring training starts, your period of being that guy is over. All right?
It almost got
You
to it.
almost, I didn't laugh. I was holding it in.
I'm in mid-season form, buddy. I've been waiting on this.
But so they have some injuries, but it's exciting. I see the Yankees picked up a pitcher from the Marlins that is looking very good. Ooh, fastball is faster already than it was last year, which is exciting. And I see a lot of players are picking the Yankees to win that division this year.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I don't want that. I want us to go under the radar. Pick the Red Sox, pick the Rays. Let us go under the radar, man. Take that pressure off us.
Yeah.
But that division, American League East, is going to be a fun division to watch. The Red Sox have done some things. Even the Orioles.
I agree,
Definitely
Pearly. I think you're going to catch a lot of 10-30 games at Chavez Ravine with LA. I think you're going to be lined up for some really good baseball this year.
Yeah, and then Cincinnati's doing some things. Pittsburgh is doing some things. Seattle is a team that could win that division out there this year. They have a really good pitching staff. Detroit, whether they're going to keep Skubal for the whole season because they lost the arbitration against him, so he's getting $32 million this year. So there's a talk that they'll probably trade him at the All-Star break, but the Dodgers won't go after him now because that money's too high. That ain't worth it at this point. Not that he's not worth it. He's really worth it. He's probably the best pitcher in baseball.
Be careful that Yankees don't make a move like the Yankees do.
They probably will try. You know, it's a given at the Yankees, and there are some talks that the Detroit will pull off a trade with the Yankees later in the season. There's a lot of talk for that because the Yankees do have some things that Detroit would want.
Apparently, in the farm system, the Yankees may not be pitching rich, but we are infield rich and outfield rich.
Yeah, but if you see Detroit in first place at the trade deadline,
all
and they
bets are off.
All bets are off, exactly. And that could be a possibility. So baseball is gonna be real competitive this year. I'm not being that guy, but hands down, the Dodgers have the best team in baseball. A deep bench, a deep team. The eighth, surprisingly, the eighth best farm system. We've done some trades and we depleted our farm system to a lot, but still the eighth best farm system. So baseball's gonna be fun this year. The spring training games start on the 25th. Or the 21st. Sorry, the 21st. And then you get to see a little touch of some young players who can make the team. Don't look to see Mookie or Judd or any of them playing. You may see the pitchers getting their reps in 3-4 innings, but don't look for nobody to be playing the whole games and all of. You'll see a lot of young players who get one or two of them who may be in the running to make a team, get some playing time. But it's a good opportunity to get your feet wet for a couple, in and into a baseball. And March 25th, season starts.
There you go. Let's get to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads.
Afternoon, Naughty, MJ, and Freddie.
What's happening?
Good.
Hey, guy.
DeAndre Ayton. He's supposed to be a free agent this year, right?
He will be a free agent at the end of the season. He had a one-year prove-it deal with the
No,
Lakers.
he got into a small problem in the Bahamas last week. Do you think that the NBA will suspend him and his stock will go down?
No, first and foremost, he cannot be suspended by the NBA due to the collective bargaining agreement. Marijuana is not deemed an illegal substance. You cannot travel with it in the NBA, as in from state to state or from city to city when you play.
What about his value?
But his value is it wasn't found on his person. It was part of his entourage. So I don't think his is much to do about nothing. I think the more important question is to ask, it said that he made a couple of phone calls. Now, the Minister of National Security, Raymond Monroe, mum's the word. Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Mario Boleg, mum's the word. I mean, I don't know who he called, but no harm, no foul, I guess.
He called his lawyer, DeVard Francis.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because DeVard had put a statement out.
Thank you, caller.
The stuff was found in somebody else's bag.
Okay.
And after a quick investigation, the police released DeAndre. So as far as they're concerned, that's pretty much over.
Okay.
I guess
and shout out to DeVard Francis, too. That's one of my few PLP friends. So shout out to DeVard. I always appreciate DeVard. But listen here, man. Probably, I don't know if you could be diplomatic, but I could be diplomatic. I mean, I need to say this. Somebody need to tell Obi Roberts to wear long pants when he campaigning in Southern Shores. That football days is over.
How did we go?
That body done turned to water.
You're talking about the road paving?
Yeah, talking that foolishness with the wannabe Larry Bird.
That's he's our dear friend. But I understand he's stealing the glory from somebody else who had advocated for that for a long time. And they only came out there after a post was made.
Yeah.
Showing that the road was being paved. Because if that was something prepared, I'm sure he's not going to come out there and them look like you. Them short pants and things like that. You come out, you're doing some work in the yard.
Obi, I ain't gonna tell you where to lie.
If Obi, Denelly's Thunder, that's no, man, don't do that, bro.
No, but I can be honest with you though, Obi. You used to be a tight end. You looked like a tight end back in the day. Now you look like a dead end.
He played quarterback. He played quarterback at the end of his time.
That's fine. All I'm saying is, clean yourself up. Do better. Your daddy upset about that. Bradley ain't too happy with that. Big bad Brad would have been out there in coat suit doing what he needed to do.
That was merely to answer a post that was made earlier. Oh, she posted this thing in the road paved. Quick, get out there. Come on, man. Let's get better than that.
Yeah. And
let's get better than that.
Bigger T-shirt next time, Obi. Man boobs are not appealing.
God,
only your friends, Obi. Only your friends, Obi. Only your friends. Remember that.
So naughty. Naughty.
Yeah.
What did you think about the new format for the NBA?
Listen,
he didn't watch.
I'll be honest with you.
He didn't watch.
I thought it sucked. I didn't watch it. I like the fact that VJ Edstrom did his thing and balled out. I like the fact that LeBron lost his 11th All-Star game, which is a record, and only scored 2 points.
What?
So that's what I liked. Not that I watched. I enjoyed it through the box score.
I ended up watching a piece of it, and I ended up listening to a lot of the comments from the players, and a lot of people liked it because Wemby said from the beginning, we can make this a competition, and Wemby came out there.
He dunked the first ball.
Ant-Man took it serious. Kawhi Leonard took it serious, and it got to similar to what we used to, Naughty. So the format, U.S. against U.S.
Maybe I'll watch next year.
And the young players against the old heads, they just run the old heads out the gym. Them fellas is blow.
My favorite is Jokic though. Jokic come in and run up and down the court 4 times, sit down, and didn't go back in the game no more.
No, but because he was injury, so he only made sure he made his appearance.
He was probably watching his horse run in Belgrade.
Probably, but the bottom line is, I thought it was. Let's put it this way: it's the best I've seen. in about 20 years.
But I'll take your word for it, and I'll watch keenly next year. But listen,
it was pretty cool.
Thursday night, tomorrow night.
They were trash talking and all that. But only thing I would like to see, 2 U.S. teams and 2 world teams.
Balance it out so it's not round robin. I agree.
I think if you do it like that, it'll even be better. But it was good stuff.
Couple of things out of the
competition. It was 3-point. I didn't waste my time.
Couple of things going into the second half of the NBA season for the Kings. Sabonis and Levine done for the season. They're out. So if you're gonna bet against the Kings this year for the rest of the way, go ahead and do it. Pretty much take them to tank, all right, and you could ride them to some wins for the rest of the year because that team is tanking. That team is done.
Speaking of tanking, you know that the talk and is giving the Jazz help from resting players and a lot of teams playing. Like a lot of people are talking against that.
Yeah, but I mean, JJ Redick did it the other night against
82 games. Huh?
JJ Redick did it the other night with the Lakers against the Spurs. Benched everybody. We got beat by 28 points, and I still ain't living that down.
Or was it 38 points?
Shut up.
But the bottom line is that's what sparked the conversation even more.
Yeah.
And that is Utah benching is 2 or 3 star young studs like that, benching them and teams doing that, pushing to make sure they get that lotto pick.
No, but see,
this rest management.
Load management is garbage. You think if I take MJ, Sandro, and Andoni to watch the Lakers and the Spurs, and I reel in there, and all of a sudden no Luka and no Wemby because they on load management?
Oh, it'd be so hard.
We all getting arrested.
It's so mad.
I breaking a glass bottle on the court. They'll see the true bottle everywhere.
Oh boy!
And guess what? I don't know why you do it because when we used to, when people did that back in the day, you end up having to sweep it off you afterwards.
Correct.
The one who threw it there, yeah.
But it was always that one kitty one. Y'all don't pick me. None of y'all play by gas bottle everywhere, boy.
Real Bahamian.
And the thing about it is that the one you don't pick is the course you lose every time because he chasing all day.
Oh boy.
I'm hopping the ball for those who don't know what chasing means.
So I tell you, man, we gotta look at some games tonight, Pearly. Not slim pickings, man. Ain't nothing to pick from. But before I get to the picks, man,
before I get to the picks, I want to remind you guys that for one night only, February 24th at 7 p.m., it's all about Karna. Yes, legendary butcher Dario Caccini will be on island and at Karna in person for an indulgent $300 per person tasting menu featuring West Home's Nature Australian Wagyu. This is a true VIP dining moment. The seats are limited, so go ahead and reserve now. And by the way, I did check their menu. They do have Cinco Jotas Jamón Ibérico.
Oh my God.
They do have it.
Cinco Jotas, que bueno.
It sounds very delicious.
Sorionak.
VIP experience, limited seating, February 24th at Karna. You guys be sure to get your reservations
I had made plans to go to this, right?
Yes,
but
you should go.
When I checked my Mega Million numbers, they didn't pan out, so I'll have to catch the next one.
Listen to you.
All right, Pearly, here we go. We gotta go.
I was so sure I had them numbers.
We gotta go. We gotta go. NCAA men's basketball tonight. That's what we're picking because no NBA. You got a couple of big games. We're gonna cover 4 for you. UConn and Creighton. Number 5, UConn taking on Creighton. UConn 24-2. Creighton 13-3. UConn 15-point favorites. I like UConn to cover the 15.
Okay, again, UConn with the money line. You know, some things they money line.
I think they bounce back in this one. They got those kinks worked out. Number 20, Arkansas taking on number 25, Alabama. Arkansas 19-6. Alabama 18-7. Alabama minus 3.5-point favorites. They're at home.
I really thought Alabama was better than the 25, but Alabama took some losses.
Early. They're rebounded now, though. So I will go ahead and I will lay the 3.5 points with Alabama at home. I think they get it done at home.
They've won 4 in a row and maybe 8 of the last 10 games. But they had some tough losses against like Arizona.
But Arizona,
I think they had a loss against Gonzaga.
Arizona's up next. Number 2 taking on number 23 BYU, 19-6. Arizona 11.5-point favorites. They've been sluggish lately. Give me BYU plus the 11.5.
But BYU told them when beaten the other night that they were not looking for I'm going to go with the other guys.
Arizona lost 2 straight, though.
Yeah,
Gotta watch that. Drop from
That's
number
all right.
1 to
That's
number
right.
4.
I know, and that's why I think they can respond.
Kansas, number 8,
The
19
last
and
loss
6.
was a real beatdown.
Kansas, 19 and 6 on the road against Oklahoma State, 16 and 9. Kansas, 6.5 point favorites. I like them to get it done against Oklahoma State. I like them to cover the 6.5.
Yeah, I'll ride with that.
There you go. Good stuff, Pearly. We've come to a close. It's all you tomorrow, and we'll be back on Friday. But for Mr. Producer, for our special guest, Mr. Rick Fox, for MJ, for Pearly, this is your boy Naughty, and MJ, you wrap it up for us.
Yeah, no, have a great afternoon, everyone.
And we'll see you tomorrow right here on Talking Heads.
That's right.
Hope your son don't have a never be a D-boy. Already the show goes on all night.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday, only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on